I raise them up. When we hit the streets, it's a main event like we landed on the moon. Nothing been the same since. Now let the limelight shine bright. We're in our prime at the time of our life. We own the night. Yeah. Hear us screaming louder. Can you see the fire in our eyes? Come on. We own the night. Walk among the giants in a den of lions. It's our time. That's right. We own the night. Whoa, whoa. We own the night. Whoa, whoa. We own the night. Living to the fullest like we dodging bullets on racing, car chasing, amazing. We everywhere, doing everything. Don't blink, you don't wanna miss a thing. Let's go. Living to the fullest like we dodging bullets on racing, car chasing, amazing. We everywhere, doing everything. Don't blink, you don't wanna miss a thing. Hear us screaming louder. Can you see the fire in our eyes? We own the night. Walk among the giants in a den of lions. It's our time. Come on. We own the night. We own the night. That's right. We own the night. We own the night. We own the night. We own the night.
This is the three-time Impact Wrestling X Division champion, the newest member of Bullet Club. I am the inevitable Ace Austin. And right now I want you to check out something on YouTube for me. If you're looking for some wrestling content on YouTube, go ahead and head over to the NatioNetwork. All right, they got some old school, they got some new school, and I'm willing to bet, chances are they've got something that you'll like, and that is inevitable.
All right, wrestling fans, we welcome you right back here to the Nation Network. This is Impact Wrestling, and tonight, all roads lead down Victory Road. That's right, we are going to find out who the world champion will be at the end of the night. Coming live from Nashville, Tennessee. It's going to be an exciting night of wrestling you won't want to miss.
Now streaming on the Nation Network, PWI Review and Relive, where along with a panel of experts, we take a deep dive into random issues of some of the most recognizable wrestling magazines in history, where contestants go head-to-head and compete in wrestling knowledge to see who will go on to be the reigning champion. Now streaming on Twitch 2. Wednesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on the Nation Network.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Impact Wrestling Women's Championship.
All right, we kick things off in ring. It is going to be the Knockouts Championship on the line as we take a look at the challenger, Giselle Shaw, who has earned this opportunity with a very impressive win streak over the last several months. Well, it's one thing to earn the opportunity. It's another thing to make it to the title. She's got to the dance now. The question is, can she do what it takes to get there? To get to the very top of the mountain? You think about how many people try to climb Mount Everest and never make it all the way to the summit. Will that be the case for Giselle Shaw here tonight? There is no mountain in the world that she's going to have to deal with any worse, any more treacherous, any more dangerous than the Knockouts champion, Jordynne Grace. Indeed, this is going to be the challenge of all challenges. Giselle Shaw is still in her first year as a professional wrestler, so it's a learning curve still at this point in time. The fact that she has reached this opportunity at this point in her career really says a lot about her. She looks like she's ready to go, but I got news for you. Looks can be deceiving. Indeed, as we take a look at the Impact Knockouts champion, Jordynne Grace. She secured that title a few weeks back and has not looked back ever since. She is the force to be dealt with right now in Impact Wrestling when it comes to the Knockouts division. Well, you just take a look at her and you can tell she is a powerhouse. She has used that strength to her advantage. It has made her the success that she has been here in the recent weeks. And you see her taking a look right there at Giselle Shaw. I don't know that I'd want to be in Giselle Shaw's shoes right now. I know I wouldn't want to be in her shoes right now, I'll tell you that. That's what these two ladies are about to be competing for as we kick off Victory Road here tonight on the Nation Network.
From Oakland, California, Shaw. Introducing the champion from St. Louis, Missouri. She is the Impact Wrestling Women's Champion, Jordynne Grace.
This is just the opening match, ladies and gentlemen. So much more to come here tonight. Nothing like kicking off with a World Championship title match, though. The Knockouts women's division absolutely on top of the world right now. That championship means so much to everyone in that locker room. Every one of the Knockouts wants that title around their waist more than anything. Bell sounds, action's underway, and here we go. Grace went for a shot and wasn't able to connect, and that's where the advantage, I think, is really going to be in the corner of the challenger. She's got the size, she's got the reach advantage, doesn't have the strength advantage, not even close in that category, as Jordynne Grace pulls her back in with a variation of a Samoan drop, and you see Giselle Shaw right there showing the effects of that one. Jordynne Grace definitely going to outmuscle her here, no doubt about it. There's a tremendous spine buster off the ropes. Jordynne Grace now the champion, sizes her up, elbow right to the face. And Giselle Shaw once again, down she goes. Here's an Irish whip to the ropes, pulls her back again with that Samoan drop. Well, there were a lot of words leading up to this match recently, and Jordynne Grace now finally gets to put her hands on her. Challenger now from behind. Oh, she got swatted right there, and there's a switch. Back to the ropes. Leapfrog nicely done by the champion. Catches her. Oh, Jordynne Grace just got caught. Headbutt right to the face, and now Giselle Shaw taking over. Giselle Shaw doing exactly what she needed to do right there, and that was take advantage of the moment. She was able to break it up, the momentum that is. If only for the moment, which right now looks like the moment may be over. Open hand slap right across the face. Jordynne Grace normally would be considered a pretty respectful opponent. for anybody, but when you disrespect her the way Giselle Shaw has, then you can't expect anything different in return.
Absolutely not. She's not going to get anything different.
Drop one. No, she goes over the top. There's a drop down. No connection made on that one. Clothesline takes her all the way out to the floor. And now the Knockouts champion on the apron waiting for Giselle Shaw. Giselle Shaw with the ankle sweep. And Jordynne Grace landing hard on that apron. Boot to the midsection. Nice uppercut.
When we talk about the size advantage that Giselle Shaw has, significant height advantage, longer arms, longer legs by a mile. And we know that she has that roundhouse kick, and if she connects with that thing, boy, oh boy, I don't care if you're Jordynne or anyone else, you're going to go down.
And now it is Jordynne Grace going down for the cover. Hook and a leg, gets one, and just one and one alone. Snap mare, nicely done, floating over the back. Want to welcome everyone joining us here live for the special matinee edition of Impact Wrestling. This is Victory Road here live on the Nation Network. We're in the Hurricane Ian Rideout shelter, bringing you this one live as the challenger having a hard time getting back up to her feet. She finally beats the count back in. Referee got caught in the middle, and he ends up paying the price.
Well, Giselle Shaw right now has this opportunity to take advantage of the situation.
Well, that's an opportunity that escaped her. She could have done more. Gets caught coming in with a fireman carry, nicely done. And again, the champion sends her into the turnbuckle this time. Went for a big shot to the midsection and nobody home. Once again, do-si-do, and around they go. Jordynne Grace has the challenger up and perches her on the top rope. Giselle Shaw from the top. Powered up in the air by Jordynne Grace. Look at this. Holds her up there.
Man, oh man, have you ever?
Shades of the British Bulldog. Jordynne Grace stalking her prey. Goes in, has her in a bear hug. Jordynne Grace got the squeeze on her, and Giselle Shaw might be done.
She's hanging on, but just barely.
Giselle Shaw fighting out of it, or at least trying to fight out of it. She is stuck. And that's all she wrote.
Jordynne Grace just continued to squeeze the life out of Giselle Shaw. Much like a python with a rabbit.
Most impressive victory right there. Your knockout champion Giselle Shaw walking over to her. Look at this. Show of sportsmanship. Wasn't expecting that. That's how we kick it off. Plenty more action still to come. Stay with us, fans.
The darkness, you know who go the hardest. I roll out the red carpet, the 90s song and it belongs to us. The time has come, now raise them up. When we hit the streets, it's a main event like we landed on the moon. Nothing nothing been the same since. Now let the limelight shine bright. We're in our prime, it's the time of our life. We own the night. Yeah. Hear us screaming loud. Can you see the fire in our eyes? Come on. We own the night. Walk among the giants in a den of lions. It's our time. That's right. We own the night. Whoa, whoa. We own the night. Whoa, whoa. We own the night. Living to the fullest like we dodging bullets, hard racing, car chasing, amazing. We everywhere, doing everything. Don't blink, you don't want to miss a thing. Let's go.
All right, tag team wrestling coming up next. We get a look at the Swingers right here.
Johnny Swinger and Zicky Dice.
On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 444 pounds, Dickie the Iceman and Johnny.
The Swingers have been riding high as of late, getting a couple of what I would consider to be fluke victories, but they're wins nonetheless.
I don't know if you can call them fluke victories. They're victories. That's what they are. They ended up getting their hands raised, and that's at the end of the day what matters the most. But if they get a win here tonight, that's going to definitely catapult them in the standings, I got to believe.
Will not be an easy task at all for them. There has been a bit of a resetting when it comes to this next team, captained by one Eric Young. Accompanied as always by Cody Dieter.
And their opponent, at a combined weight of 461 pounds, Eric Young and Cody Dimmers.
Recently parted ways with Joe Doring. Eric says Violent by Design is not down yet. We've seen his recruiting efforts.
Yeah, a little psychology there, no doubt about it, but psychology and psychotic are seeming like a very thin line separating them at this point in time when it comes to Eric Young.
He has promised that we haven't seen the violence that is capable at the hands of Violent by Design yet, but that we will. And if that is not an ominous threat, then I don't know what is, because we know one thing about Eric Young. He is a man of his word.
Yeah, I've not known Eric Young to make statements that he can't back up at some point in time or another. And again, the Swingers are the ones that are going to have to be the ones in there testing their mettle against these two guys. Good luck.
Early on, Eric Young on the receiving end of some of the punishment as Zicky Dice comes up in a clothesline and down goes EY. A former Impact World Champion, former Tag Team Champion on numerous occasions, former X Division Champion. He's done it all here when it comes to Impact Wrestling.
He has indeed done it all here. Right now, he's got to do it all against Zicky Dice.
And now Eric Young, what's he got in mind here? Going to go for the camel clutch, and he has it on him. Zicky Dice able to sneak out the back door, at least momentarily. Irish whips him to the turnbuckle. Thought he was going off the ropes, so that one tag made double team, and here comes Johnny Swinger in the ring. Referee might want to pay attention to the action here. All four men now legal.
Well, no, they're not all four legal. They're all four in the ring.
Well, a good point. Referee's decision. As Diener now putting that knee right into the back of Zicky Dice, pulling back.
Talk about make a wish. Zicky Dice knows what it feels like to be a turkey on Thanksgiving after that one.
Nice drop down by Zicky Dice. Comes up, pop up into a spine buster. And Diener now in a little bit of trouble, I would dare say. Back elbow right to the mouth, and Cody Diener going down. Irish whip reversed, and that sends Zicky Dice into the corner. Diener now from the middle rope, going for the sunset flip. Shoulders are down. 1, 2, and he couldn't hold him.
No, he didn't hold him, but I'll tell you what, give credit where credit is due. That was a close call.
From the middle rope now, Zicky Dice comes down with the axe handle. Tag is made, and now Johnny Swinger, the legal man in the match. Elbow finds its mark. Swinger goes into the corner one more time and gets out of trouble very quickly. Oh, Eric Young gets a shot in on him. Stuns him. Swinger going after both members of Violent by Design here in the corner.
Yeah, if you're going to go into the other team's territory, then you better know you're in a battle.
Overhead, belly-to-belly suplex, nicely done. Desperation tag is made. Now Eric Young comes in with a big forearm shot to the head. Eric Young turning the momentum around very rapidly after the tag being made. And now he is going to stretch out Swinger. Goes for the cover, gets 1, gets 2, and almost put him away.
2.5 count right there. Very close call.
Irish whip by Eric Young sends Swinger into the corner. Follows him in with a forearm right to the face. Johnny Swinger going to need to make that tag sooner rather than later. And Eric Young coming off the top rope, nobody home. Hurricane Rana.
Well, Johnny's feeling it right now. More power to you. But instead of cheering yourself on, maybe you want to finish the man in the ring. Just a thought.
Snapmare takes him over. Now Swinger with that side headlock. Cinched in. Oh, man. Clinch fist right to the head. And EY comes out of it now with a side headlock of his own. Swinger sent into the corner, not the part of town he wants to be in. There's the tag made and the double team by Violent by Design, and Swinger just caught him with a belly-to-belly suplex.
Once again, he's very close to the wrong part of town. You want to get the hell out of that corner.
Oh, what a tremendous takeover. Diener in trouble right now. A swinging neck breaker. Goes for the cover, hooks a leg, and Eric Young has to make the save or this one would have been over.
Johnny Swinger has turned the tide around in this one. Diener just got caught with that elbow drop.
Swinger sent to the corner now, and Diener double team with Eric Young. Look at this. Charging him in. Oh, and he caught him. Swinger collapsing in the middle of the ring, and now it is Eric Young in control. Has him across the back. A violent slam, and now follows up with a series of right hands, and Swinger's been busted open.
Johnny Swinger is spilling blood. He has got to make the tag, and he's got to make it soon.
Indeed, he's in a bad situation right now. Zicky Dice stopped by the referee as he tried desperately to get in there. His tag team partner, and he knows it, is in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, he's starting to lose a lot of blood, too. Look how bad that wound's opened up.
Has him up, and what's he going for here? Running power bomb, oh my word! He just hurled him across the ring. Johnny Swinger now pulled away from the ropes by Eric Young. He can put him away right now, I am confident of that.
He could, but he's not.
Continuing to drive the damaged forehead into the canvas. More damage being done. What a move by Eric Young as he hooks the leg. Zicky Dice got intercepted. And this one's over.
We take a look back at some of the replay of this, and there were some good moments for the Swingers. But, man, once he got hurt, Johnny Swinger just couldn't get it back on track no matter how hard he tried.
Here are your winners, Eric Young and Cody Dimmer.
Tremendous victory, ladies and gentlemen, for Violent by Design. And we know for a fact that this is not necessarily the last we are going to hear of these individuals. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on just a moment at D'Lo Brown.
Join us for Classic Calls, the live stream that captures the feel of the old days of professional wrestling. With the power of the classic board game Superstar Pro Wrestling, we bring the legends back to life as only we can.
Distracting the referee Valentine. Oh, low blow.
Names like Flair, Funk, Rhodes, Hogan, Snuka, Piper, and many others will rise to glory once again on the only channel that can contain the action, the Nation Network.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was an upset.
Look for it on Saturday evenings at 6:05 Eastern Standard Time. You are invited to join us inside the Creator Studio, where we talk with some of your favorite artists from the world of professional wrestling. From your favorite game content creators.
You know, ever since these games have come out, one thing I've liked about them is just seeing all the random characters in the ring.
I'm a maintenance technician as trade, so like really it's all just hobby.
Yeah, it takes time, hours. People just see the finished product and it's like, oh, you pump out stuff so quickly, but people don't realize, I mean, it's a balancing, you know.
To authors and even in-ring talent and legends of the squared circle.
Bushbreaker here, and he's ready to do a little arm swinging and a lot of ass kicking.
And then it was weird because as I got older, I started doing Macho Man year after year, just different versions of Macho Man because I started to look like him physically.
And all your fans out in your nation, love you, mates. The Bushbreakers love you, and hope to see you around.
You can find them all right here on the Nation Network.
Whoa! Yay!
The darkness, you know who go the hardest. I roll out the red carpet, the 90s song and it belongs to us. Yeah. The time has come, now raise them up. When we hit the streets, it's a main event like we landed on the moon. Nothing been the same since. Now let the limelight.
This crowd buzzing, ladies and gentlemen, with what we just saw moments ago. D'Lo Brown along with Wes Briscoe and Garrett Bischoff.
On the way to the ring, Ted, Neil, Dashing, Wood, and Madison Ray.
Madison Rain to Neil Dashwood into the ring here tonight.
Yeah, but we got to address what we just saw, though. D'Lo Brown was jumped by Eric Young a couple of weeks back and brutalized. Eric Young put his hands on one of the executives here in Impact Wrestling, who has not been in a wrestling ring in years.
They say desperate times call for desperate measures. Could it be a resurgence of aces and eights?
Never say never in the Impact Wrestling world.
We are just weeks away from Bound for Glory, our biggest pay-per-view of the year, and now it appears that aces and eights may be in play. As we take a look at Taya Valkyrie and Rosemary.
And their opponents, Tama the Viking and Rose Marie.
One thing we know about Rosemary, boy, she likes to spend a little time in the dark side, if you would.
The Dark Realm is her home. She and Taya Valkyrie haven't always been on the same side of the fence, but they are at the moment, and it's been working out pretty well for them, to be honest. Referee calls for the bell, action underway, and these two meet right in the middle of the ring. As Tennille Dashwood wasting no time at all on Taya Valkyrie.
Putting the boots to the head, getting it underway, as it were.
Oh, wow, what a move right there. That inverted stunner. Really going to jack the jaw of Taya Valkyrie. Nice move by Valkyrie, though, to regain position, at least for the moment.
All four of these women are veterans. They know their way in, out, and around the wrestling ring.
Another nice move right there by Taya Valkyrie. You're right. They have all had their day in the spotlight as a women's champion, whether it be the Knockouts division here in Impact Wrestling or other wrestling organizations around the world. You don't get the level of success that these ladies have had unless you have the talent to back it up, and all four of them clearly do.
I don't think anyone's going to argue that point.
To the corner she goes. Tag is made. Here comes the double team. Double drop kick, nicely done. Valkyrie able to make the tag, and here comes Rosemary in with a big kick to the face of Madison Rain. And Maddie follows her into the corner, takes her out with a hip toss. As Tennille Dashwood standing out on the apron, waiting perhaps for the opportunity to get tagged back in. Crowd doesn't seem to appreciate her too much. I'm not sure that Madison really gives a rat's rear end. She's here for one reason and one reason only. Yeah, they've made it very clear all they want is to be the champions, and they're going to do whatever they got to do to get there. Getting through these two ladies would definitely be a step in the right direction. We talk about the Knockouts Tag Team Champions. They're going to be in action later tonight in a 6-person tag team match. Over the top rope, and she just hurled her to the floor. Madison Rayne somehow has survived the maniacal Rosemary, showing that she has absolutely no qualms about putting someone down and out. And now some retaliation. Madison Rayne ramming the head of Rosemary into that steel step. Oh, and now it's Rosemary using the steel steps to gain the advantage. Referee's count has reached 8. Will Madison Rayne be able to beat the count back in? There's a tag made, and she just barely gets back in before the count of 10, but runs right into Taya Valkyrie. Valkyrie made a big mistake allowing that tag to be made, I believe, but here comes a fresh Tenille Dashwood. Dashwood does come in fresh at the moment, and there's a misjudged timing by Taya Valkyrie, who just slams her down with authority. Driving that knee right into the chest. Went for a clothesline, nobody home. Back heel kick right to the midsection. Perfectly done by Taya Valkyrie. Bringing her over towards the corner. You want to be successful in tag team wrestling? That is one of the biggest key components. Cut that ring in half. Keep your opponent in your corner. The odds of victory go up exponentially. Went for this. Oh, went for a spear and nobody home. Nice quick move. And Dashwood makes her pay the price. Neck breaker, nicely done. Taya Valkyrie, she's close to the corner but not able to make the tag. Rosemary on the apron watching. Arm drag takes her down, perfectly executed right there. Valkyrie is in control, reaches out, makes the tag. Rosemary back into the match. Boot to the midsection, and now look at this. Going to work. And there's a submission hold. Couldn't hold on to it. And now Tenille Dashwood gonna turn things around. Has that cloverleaf, steps over it. Oh, here comes the bridge. And pulls back on the chin. The referee right there to ask her if she wants to give it up, but the ropes were within her reach. That's just ring awareness right there, and I'm surprised, very surprised that Tenille Dashwood made that mistake. I would think she would have known better. Madison Rayne now going in for a quick cover, thinks that Rosemary might be out. Big knee lift on Madison Rayne. She goes down and goes down hard. Nice move. Rosemary cuts her in half with that spear, hooks the leg in the middle of the ring. There'll be no ropes to save this one. Doesn't need him. Madison Rayne able to kick out. Northern Lights suplex, couldn't hold on to it. Thought she might go for the cover. Now she floats over for one. Gets two. Rosemary still has enough left in the tank to kick out of that one. Madison Rayne has got Rosemary in a bad situation right here in the middle of the ring. Oh, this could be it. The neck jam hooks the leg. Shoulders down. Referee is in position for two and make it three. The Influence get the victory here. Wow, I got to tell you right now, little surprised. And they're not done. A double team on Rosemary. Taya Valkyrie was sent out to the floor. We'll be back with more in just a moment. The Influence with a most impressive win here tonight.
Now streaming on the Nation Network, PWI Review and Relive, where along with a panel of experts, we take a deep dive into random issues of some of the most recognizable wrestling magazines in history, where contestants can go head-to-head and compete in wrestling knowledge to see who will go on to be the reigning champion. Now streaming on Twitch 2. Wednesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on
the darkness. You know who go the hardest. I roll out the red carpet. The 90s song and it belongs to us. Yeah. The time has come. Now raise them up. When we hit the street.
All right, the tag team champion. Oh, wait a moment. They attack from behind with the Impact Tag Team titles. The Good Brothers never even made it into the ring, but look at this. Luke Gallows goes right after Taven. Honor no more. They will do anything and everything. They've proven it time and time again. Big boot to the head. And now the tag is made. Here comes Carl Anderson. Got caught by Matt Taven. Tag made, and now OGK. Double team as Bennett connects off the middle rope with that right hand. Going up against two of the key members right now of the Bullet Club. When we talk about the Bullet Club, other members in action later tonight. In particular, we're going to see Ace Austin going after. Almost got him! Had to wait a moment because it wasn't so sure, but Ace Austin be going after Mike Bailey for that X Division Championship later tonight. Carl Anderson now with a bit of an attitude adjustment taking place. Went to whip him, fought into the corner, but instead turns it into a neck breaker. Nicely done. Go behind, perfectly executed by Carl Anderson. Takes him down. Irish whip into the turnbuckle he goes. Here's the tag made. And now the big man legal in the ring. Double team. Catches him up in the air. Inverted atomic knee drop and then followed up with a big boot to the face. Gallows with an elbow. Over 265 pounds, near 300, coming straight down on Bennett. Starting to look like we might be seeing new tag team champions crowned here tonight. What do you think? I think when you want to poke a sleeping bear, you better be ready when he wakes up. And they poked him in the beginning of this match by jumping him in the aisleway, using those tag team belts to gain an advantage. That advantage is gone. Now they have to deal with the ramifications, the fallout, if you will. Bennett managed to break the bear hug. Snapmare takes Gallows over now. Bennett's going to finally be able to make the tag, and he does. Taven back into being the legal man in the ring. Some words for Gallows. Don't you have to believe that in another time, another place, these could be four very close friends as opposed to the enemies that they are right here, right now. In a perfect world, yes, this is not a perfect world, and we are living in the current. And in the current, there is no way these two teams are going to get along. Egos are way too big. Irish whip. Gallows over to the apron now. Stunner! Uses the top rope for advantage, I should say, and he goes all the way down to the floor. Gallows with a series of right hands. Clothesline, down goes Gallows. And to the eyes. Nice arm drag by the big man. Not something that we're used to seeing out of him. That cross knee backbreaker. Oh, and there goes another one for good measure. Into the guardrail. Head first. He rings the bell. Gallows beats the count back in, and the Bullet Club are going to get the win by a count out. Join us for Classic Calls, the live stream that captures the feel of the old days of professional wrestling. With the power of the classic board game Superstar Pro Wrestling, we bring the legends back to life as only we can.
Distracting the referee Valentine. Oh, low blow.
Names like Flair, Funk, Rhodes, Hogan, Snuka, Piper, and many others will rise to glory once again on the only channel that can contain the action, the Nation Network.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was an upset.
Look for it on Saturday evenings at 6:05 Eastern Standard Time.
You know who go the hardest. I roll out the red carpet. The 90s song and it belongs to us. Yeah. The time has come. Now raise them up. When we hit the streets, it's a main event. Like we landed on the moon. Nothing been the same since. Now let the limelight shine bright. We're in our prime at the time of our life. We on the night. Yeah. Hear us screaming loud. Can you see the fire in our eyes? Come on. We on the night. Walk among the giants in a den of lions. It's our time. That's right. We on the night.
no-holds-barred match. And it's for the Impact Wrestling Extreme Championship.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, X Division title will be on the line. Here is our champion. He has been one of the most fighting X Division champions of all time. Mike Bailey stepping into the ring in just a moment. Once again, want to welcome everyone joining us here live tonight on the Nation Network for this very special matinee edition of Impact Victory Road. Coming to you live from the studios in Central Florida, where we are waiting out Hurricane Ian as we speak and go to air.
Wind's definitely picking up. We can hear it outside the studio, rocking things around a little bit. The worst yet to come.
And here comes his opponent. We just saw members of his faction, the Bullet Club. Ace Austin, he is one of a kind, no doubt about it.
No, you know what he is? He's inevitable.
He's made it clear that given any opportunity, he will take it and he will make something of it. He's a former X Division champion. He knows what that's all about since joining the Bullet Club, and that's been a recent development, I might add. He has taken full advantage of everything that's come with it to help improve that organization as if they needed any help to begin with.
Shout out to Prime Time watching us here live, along with Jay.
Introducing the challenger from Toledo, Ohio, weighing in at 175 pounds, Ace Austin.
Taking a look at the challenger right there. There is our champion.
From Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing in at 175 pounds. He is the Impact Wrestling Extreme Champion, the Superstar.
Speedball Mike Bailey, the reigning X Division champion here at Impact Wrestling, putting that title on the line against a man who is more than capable of taking it from him.
Once that bell sounds, that title is up for grabs. One of these two guys is going to have to find a way of getting around it. As we have said time and time again, X Division is not about weight limits, it's about no limits. And when you talk about guys that fight with no limits, you are looking at two of them right here.
Ace Austin trying to drop kick off the ropes. Mistimed it. This time he caught, but had very little effect on Bailey. Up in the air for the suplex. Couldn't hold him. And now from behind, look at this. Drop toe hold, and the champion goes down, and down with authority. From behind, turns it in. Hurricane Run, hooks the ankles, gets, one count barely.
Not sure the referee's hand even struck the mat for the one.
Bailey's in trouble right now. Springboard nicely done. Ace Austin with the head scissor takes him across the ring. Irish whips him into the ropes. Back out front. Drop down nicely done. Comes right back up. Swing underneath. Oh, Bailey caught him with a clothesline. And now the champion finally mounting some offense of his own in this one. Irish whip reversal. And now it is Ace Austin sending Bailey into the turnbuckle, but Bailey's ready for him when he gets there. Swing and a miss. This crowd making some noise here for these two guys. Oh, what a shot right there. Roundhouse back kick to the head, and the champion doesn't know where he is right now. Nice move right there by Ace Austin. Quickly up to the top rope, and now the challenger. What's he gonna do? Goes for the cover, awfully close to the ropes. Bailey able to come out the back door. Ace Austin is a former champion. You'd think he would know that you gotta hook the leg. You've gotta hook the leg. Mike Bailey perched on the top rope. The challenger going up there with him. Austin is going to go for the superplex, and he connects with that one. Ace Austin on the top rope. It would be a major feather in the cap of the Bullet Club to walk out of here tonight with another championship title. Austin went for the press, nobody home. Speedball with a kick to the back of the head, and that just rattled him. Yeah, he's going to have a hard time even knowing what day it is after that shot. Flying drop kick, and it caught him with a glancing blow, but it was enough to take him off his feet. Back down to the mat he goes, and here comes the Irish whip into the turnbuckle, into the ropes, I beg your pardon. Back out front, and there's that spinning kick to the head. Ace Austin right now is fired up. He can feel the X Division title is his if he can just put a couple of moves together right now. Austin had some thoughts and then changed his mind. Got caught with a flying head scissor. Ace Austin having to use the ropes now to get back up off the canvas. Back body dropped him over the top onto the apron, and now the champion is in trouble. Ace Austin, what's he gonna do here? Over the top, DDTs him off the apron. Holy cow. Mike Bailey is in a world of trouble right now. And Bailey retaliates here on the floor. These two guys are absolutely unloading on one another. On the floor, Ace Austin, oh, head first. Austin's got a steel chair now. Going to work. We told you there are no limits. Nice move by Bailey to remove that chair from the equation. Drapes him over the bottom rope. Ace Austin now turned up in the corner. Hold on, Bailey. Lined up. Went for the fold, and he missed, landing on that steel chair instead. Nice deep arm drag, taking him over now. Bailey goes for the cover. I don't see you beating him with an arm drag. Nobody got a one count. That's got to mean something right now. Mike Bailey's been on the receiving end of a lot of punishment here. Blocked that shot, did Bailey, and now has The challenger over with a Northern Lights suplex and comes right back up. He's going to go for another one. And Ace Austin going to go out to the floor. Well, the challenger playing it smart. There's no countouts, and he knows it. Went for a crossbody, no one home. Blocks the shot nicely. Face first, he goes straight down to the canvas, and now what's going to happen? Once again, Ace Austin. Oh, not again! The DDT one more time off the apron. Looking underneath, he wants some more plunder. There's none to be had. Bailey doesn't know, and again able to manage to avoid the maneuver. I'm trying to get the words out right now. The action's happening that fast. Every time Ace Austin attempts to put him away. Oh, that might be it. Long kiss goodnight. Ace Austin is busted open, and Bailey is in control. Look at the blood flowing down the head. Ace Austin got caught with that knee. And payback. And now both men are bloody messes. Throws the chair. Van Daminator. Ace Austin on the top rope waiting for the champion to turn. He does. Oh, and he not only missed the target by a mile, but he caught that chair on the way down. Ace Austin has given everything he's got in this match. Question is, how much more does he have? Austin up on the top rope. Bailey no, he missed. Bailey sidestepped that one. Right on top of the chair. He kicked out on two. Can you believe this? The Meteora on top of the chair. Bailey back on the top rope. Oh, and he caught the chair this time. Man, these two guys are absolutely giving everything they've got. Ace Austin trying desperately to land a major blow. He's had opportunities, come up short. Bailey now trying to take the arm of Ace Austin. Big right hands. Both of these guys losing a lot of blood right now. Referee might have to get involved. Right down across the back. Ace Austin has got to equalize things, and he's done it ever since bringing the steel chair in. Right upside the head. Face first, almost caught the chair with that one as well. Continuing to go to work on that wound on top of the head. Both of these guys busted open, both of them in a world of trouble. Went for the body scissor. Nice block by the champion, and now Bailey pump up, head scissor, catches him, and look at this, Ace Austin goes straight out to the floor. Stunner! He caught him with that stunner, and this one might be all she wrote. Nice block, though. Bailey with the arm drag on top of the chair. Look at the face of the champion. Gets a 1 count. Can't hold him down. And the look of exhaustion on the face of Bailey says it all. Mike Bailey all the way up to the top rope. Could be the end of the match if he connects. Knees come up. Ace Austin wants the champion back on his feet. What a war these two men have fought. Austin has him. Ace Austin setting him up. This could be the fold. Can he connect? He does. We might have a new X Division champion right here. And we do. What a victory for Ace Austin here in this one. These two guys left everything in the ring. Look at it, the Meteora on top of the steel chair. That should have been the match. Ace Austin was here with a mission, and he lived up to that mission.
Here is your winner and new Impact Wrestling Extreme Champion, Ace Austin.
What a victory for that man right there. Once again, the X Division champion here at Impact Wrestling.
Now streaming on the Nation Network, PWI Review and Relive, where along with a panel of experts, we take a deep dive into random issues of some of the most recognizable wrestling magazines in history, where contestants can go head-to-head and compete in wrestling knowledge to see who will go on to be the reigning champion. Now streaming on Twitch 2. Wednesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern.
The darkness, you know who go the hardest. I roll out the red carpet. The night is song and it belongs to us. The time has come, now raise them up. When we hit the streets, it's a main event. Like we landed on the moon, nothing been the same since. Now let the limelight shine bright. We're in our prime, at the time of our life. We on the night, hear us screaming loud. Can you see the fire in our eyes? Come on, we on the night. Walk among the giants in a den of lions. It's our time. That's right. We on the night. We on the night. We on the night. Living to the fullest, like who got your bullets are racing, touching.
Introducing first, the Tag Team Champions, Deanna, the Professional, and Charlie Green.
Deonna Purrazzo, Chelsea Green making their way down toward the ring. They are the reigning Knockouts Tag Team Champions. Those titles will not be on the line. This is a 6-person tag team matchup. Titles might not be on the line, but there's a lot of pride that is. Imagine if the challengers were to score a victory over the tag team champions in this match. I think it goes without saying, when you're able to beat the tag team champions, whether it be a non-title match, that's got to put you right up at the top of the list. As we take a look at their tag team partner coming down to the ring at this time.
And their partner from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Lane E. Frost.
Lady Frost making her entrance here to join Vexed. I'm not sure what the history is between these 3 women, whether or not Lady Frost can really trust Vexed. We know Chelsea Green and Deonna Purrazzo are very close friends. But you know what they say, sometimes 3 is a crowd. Well, not only that, but Vex is, how do you want to say it, kind of the mean girls. I'm not sure if they really handpicked Lady Frost to come out here to be their tag team partner. Maybe they had nobody better to pick. I don't know what their logic is. Well, the one thing we do know is it's going to be a 6-woman tag team match. 1 fall.
And their opponents, first, from New York, Lisa Edwards.
Alicia Edwards making her way down the aisle. And she is dressed for a fight tonight. There's definitely a more street savvy variation of Alicia Edwards here. She has proven herself that she is hardcore. And perhaps tonight she thinks that is exactly what she's going to have to draw from.
From Detroit, Michigan, Alice N.K.
As we take a look at Allison Kay making her way down the aisle. 1/2 of the team referred to as the Hex. They had a very long run in the NWA as their women's tag team champions recently. Yeah, a little surprised that we're seeing separate entrances between Marty Bell and Allison Kay.
Marty Bell.
Well, we've got the Hex going up against Vex. Definitely a tremendous matchup as Marty Bell completes the trio for her team. All we need now is the referee to ring the bell, and this one will be officially underway, and there's the bell. Alicia Edwards wearing heels. I mean, she's really, oh no, well now we know why. Not only wearing them, but using them on the body of the virtuosa, who's in a whole lot of pain early on. Goes for the cover. Oh, I'll tell you what, Deonna Purrazzo is not at all happy about the start of this match. Alicia Edwards caught her. She dropped her head, and Alicia makes her pay the price. And now the Virtuosa is in the wrong part of town. There's a tag made. Allison Kay stepping through the ropes. Double team on the Virtuosa. Back body drop, and boy, she went up into the lights.
Yeah, this is a really tough situation for the Virtuosa. She got those heels driven into her arm, her shoulder, her midsection.
And now we see the bow and arrow stretch by Allison Kay, former NWA World Women's Champion. The back, in particular, the target on the Virtuosa, of course. Deonna Purrazzo, the former Impact Knockouts World Champion for so long. A multi-champion. The lady who gave us the Champ Challenge and makes the tag now to Lady Frost. Allison Kay quickly turning the tide around. To the rope she goes, comes out. Lady Frost with a drop kick. Allison Kay sweeps her aside as if without effort. Nice move by Lady Frost to turn things around, but she didn't get out of the corner fast enough, and Allison Kay makes her pay the price. Irish whip to the ropes, back out front, back body drop. She went up in the air.
Tremendous back body drop that time, and Allison Kay celebrating a little too early and a little too long. Gave Lady Frost the opportunity to get back in this, and that's exactly what she's doing.
Referee almost got caught up in the turnbuckle. Tag is made by Lady Frost. And Deonna Purrazzo one more time comes in. Series of shots to the midsection, and now Allison Kay fights her way out of trouble. And Purrazzo goes from coast to coast, post to post, and now is in the wrong part of town. Flying drop kick, though, drops Allison Kay. Purrazzo could have took advantage of the situation right there to make the tag, but instead decides to hand out more punishment. Head first, Allison Kay is in the wrong corner. There's a boot to the face, though, to get her out of trouble. Snapmare takes her over, shot to the back. Allison Kay just walking and stalking her prey. Allison Kay with the Irish whip to the ropes, back out front. Oh, the pounce!
Man, did you see that collision? When we're all going through school, we know that if a train leaves California at 12 noon and a train leaves Chicago at 1 o'clock, sooner or later they're going to collide. And those two trains just collided.
Deonna Purrazzo trying to gain control once again. Double teams with Lady Frost. We have yet to see Chelsea Green legally in this match. Spear takes her out.
Momentarily, but now Allison Kay on the receiving end.
Allison Kay, there's the snowball! Allison Kay fighting her way back after that one. Irish whip to the ropes. Big boot to the head. Lady Frost is down and in a lot of trouble.
Allison's got her right where she wants her, and look at this.
Referee gets caught up in the moment. Special K delivers the drop shot. Will that be enough? Hooks the leg. There's one. There's two, and just barely getting that shoulder off the canvas. Now, what happens if that were to have been a pin? Would you consider that a victory over the tag team champions?
No, absolutely not. You got to beat one of the tag team champions. Snowball here, she's not a part of the tag team championship.
Well, she is the partner that they chose, so As a result of general representation, they've decided that she is a member of their team, even if only for tonight.
No, I'm sorry. You got to beat one of the two reigning tag team champions if you want a shot, or if you want any claim to a shot.
Hurricane Rana nicely done right there by Lady Frost. Marty Bell better figure something out very quickly here. This could be it. Snow splash might be enough for the victory. Hooks a leg. She's got two, and Marty Bell just barely gets the shoulder off the canvas.
It took everything she had.
Still have not seen Chelsea Green legally in this match. It almost makes you wonder if there's something we don't know.
Why are you always so suspicious of people?
I'm just saying, for the fact that she hasn't been in the match not one time here tonight makes me wonder, perhaps there's an injury that we're not supposed to know about.
Perhaps she's just the secret weapon that they're waiting for until the last moment.
Everything is possible, no doubt about it. And when it comes to Vexed, even if there were a problem, they'd never let you know. Marty Bell getting a little bit excited now as things have completely turned in her favor. Boot to the midsection, and now pedigrees her right into the canvas. Taking a page out of the book of Lady Frost. Oh, there's Chelsea Green into the match, and she takes out the referee.
But gets caught in between Alicia and Marty Bell and pays a price.
Big right hand finding its mark. Irish whip. What is happening here? Whoa! We've got bodies going everywhere right now. Too much action for the referee to maintain. Allison Kay back in the driver's seat. And that Cobra clutch slam might be enough. Allison Case waiting on her to get back up to her feet. Boot to the midsection. Has her up in the air and just drops her with that special K. Pulls her away from the ropes. Will that be enough? Can she keep her down this time? Referee counts 1, 2, and... oh, the shoulder just barely off the canvas. Lady Frost having to reach deep down inside for that one.
I'll say, thought the match was definitely over by now. Somehow she manages to survive.
And there is the tag. Irish whip into the turnbuckle she goes. Oh, and manages to escape just in the nick of time as Alicia Edwards comes charging in to find nobody home. Lady Frost got caught by Alicia Edwards. Belly to back suplex here on the hard floor.
Hands down, the most unforgiving surface we have here is the one ringside.
Lady Frost opening up on Alicia. And the tag made, and finally Chelsea Green into the match, and she is by far the freshest competitor with a big kick to the head.
Chelsea Green is showing everybody exactly why she wasn't in the ring earlier. She is the secret weapon.
Both women go for a big move and they both miss. Allison Kay connecting with that forearm and a spear. Chelsea right back up.
Chelsea's the fresh warrior in this match. But even then, caught that big clothesline.
Allison Kay sending her into the turnbuckle, and now Chelsea Green in trouble. Here comes the Irish whip one more time, the pounce! Allison Kay just goes running right through her like a force of nature. Has her up and drives her down with a special K.
Well, Chelsea was fresh. I don't know about anymore.
Save made by Lady Frost, but she pays the price from behind. And Chelsea Green having her head bounced off the canvas like a basketball. Double knees to the midsection. Chelsea is in trouble. Head first into the turnbuckle she goes. Tag is made. Allison Kay tagging in. Alicia, who comes off the ropes with an elbow to the back, and Chelsea Green still desperately trying to make the tag out. Back body drop all the way to the floor. And now Edwards once again using those spike heels right in the back of Chelsea Green. Welcome to the war. Tag is made, and it was Lady Frost, the referee says, that made the tag in. Jawbreaker.
Lady Frost better find a solution, and she does one more time. Slips out the ring at the last moment. What a very sneaky move.
Flying drop kick now by Lady Frost, and Alicia's down. Has her up, Alicia in trouble. Power bomb. Winds up the arm, Russian leg sweep.
Alicia's very close to the corner. She needs desperately to make the tag.
Smart move by Alicia to roll outside the ring, but she came back in way too soon. Thus far, it hasn't hurt her. Any tag is made. Allison Kay will come in now as a double team. Stretching out the arm and down across the shoulder. Clothesline down goes Allison Kay. Lady Frost has regained control. Now would be a chance to tag out and get one of your fresh partners into the match.
That moment may have just passed. She got caught in the wrong corner again, but look at her fighting her way out.
Tag was made. Alicia Edwards comes back in, but meantime it was Marty Bell outside, sweeping the ankles, driving her head first into the canvas. Has her up across the back. Lady Frost dropped like dead weight across the apron.
That will drive the wind right out of the sails. Lady Frost might be done.
Back up to her feet, and they have both beat the count in by the count of 7. Lady Frost has her up in the air, and power bomb again. See her clutching the back of her head. That's because that's what bounced off the mat. Marty Bell right there, but still too far away to make the tag. Irish whip reversal, and now Alicia in control. Could have made the tag, but stays in. From the middle rope, what is she going to do here? Bulldog! Should have gone for the cover. I think she had her. And Alicia Edwards with that single leg monkey flip takes her across. DDT drops her. Oh, there's a jawbreaker by Lady Frost. Went for the roundhouse. Nobody home. Alicia ducked it out. And another tremendous bulldog. Keeps on using those pump heels as a weapon. Lady Frost has her up. Guerrero bomb. There it is. Marty Bell still desperately trying to make that tag. Lady Frost waiting on her to get back up, which she does. Oh, there it is. Storm warning, roundhouse shot to the head. Will she go for the cover? She brought her all the way over to her corner, smart move. And that's enough for the victory. Well, we had questions about the partnership that we might see here between Vexed and Lady Frost, but guess what? Those questions have all been answered here tonight. Lady Frost more than holding up her end of the bargain. Yeah, we take a look back here at some of the replays, some of the moments that led to this outcome.
Here are your winners, Deanna, the Professional, Charlie Green, and Blaine E. Frost.
Most impressive victory for these three women here tonight as part of Victory Road. Fans, stay with us. More to come in just a moment when we return.
Join us for Classic Calls, the live stream that captures the feel of the old days of professional wrestling. With the power of the classic board game Superstar Pro Wrestling, we bring the legends back to life as only we can.
Distracting the referee Valentine. Oh, low blow.
Names like Flair, Funk, Rhodes, Hogan, Snuka, Piper, and many others will rise to glory once again on the only channel that can contain the action, the Nation Network.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was an upset.
Look for it on Saturday evenings at 6:05 Eastern Standard Time.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Impact Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship.
All right, fans, this is the main event of Victory Road. We've already seen history made here tonight. If you joined us late, go back and watch what you missed. Violent by Design got the wake-up call that they perhaps needed. And we take a look at Honor No More, the figure head of the organization, Eddie Edwards. It has been a long climb to the top of this ladder to get one-on-one with the world champion, Josh Alexander, but he's going to have that opportunity right here tonight.
Fans, we also invite you to stick around right after this match is over. We're going to have a very special After the Bell. You don't have to go anywhere, just stay right here.
Josh Alexander, the walking weapon, the Impact World Champion.
Introducing the challenger from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 220 pounds, Wolf Eddie Edwards. Introducing the champion from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 240 pounds, he is the Impact Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion, Josh Alexander.
Challenger and champion have been announced. Now it is all a matter of what happens in between the bells.
Can you imagine if Eddie Edwards takes that championship out of here tonight at Victory Road? What that means for Honor No More.
Indeed, the level of power and authority will have shifted here. No doubt about that. Bell sounds, action's underway as these two men meet in the middle of the ring. And right off the bat, it is Eddie Edwards with that cross-knee backbreaker on the walking weapon, who gets him from behind with a German suplex. And now the walking weapon putting the boots to Eddie up. Eddie Edwards here got tied up in the ropes, rolls out to the floor. And now it's a game of do-si-do as both men back and forth. And they finally both settle outside the ring. It is Edwards, belly to back, suplex on the floor.
Well, he calls himself the walking weapon, but he takes a couple more of those and he'll just be the weapon.
Concrete floor, these steel guardrails. There is absolutely nothing out here that will succumb to professional wrestling or the flesh when it meets. Edwards has the champion across his shoulders, brings him over to the apron, and snake eyes down across the apron. Josh Alexander throwing him back into the ring, and now both men beat the referee's count. Champion sends him into the buckle. Edwards bounces right back out with an elbow to the face. The Irish whip reversal, nice drop down by the champion. Leapfrog by the champion. Edwards comes into a clothesline. Josh Alexander taking a moment to acknowledge the crowd, but I don't know that I would do that.
Yeah, Edwards isn't going to acknowledge the crowd. He's just going to go after that title, and if you're Josh Alexander, you better do the same.
Scott D'Amore begrudgingly giving Eddie Edwards this opportunity here tonight. He is not a fan in any way of Honor No More. But the obstacles that were put out before him, he managed to get over. He has earned this opportunity. Big roundhouse right, drops Eddie Edwards. And now Alexander trying to get Edwards off the canvas, pays a price with a shot to the midsection. Edwards has the champion and drops him throat first across the top rope. Alexander gasping for air right now as Eddie Edwards hits the ropes. Oh, drove that knee right to the head of the champion. And Alexander has been awoke. Winding up the arm, Eddie Edwards with a right forearm. Nice move with an inner arm drag to take the champion over, but the champion right back up with another right. Open hand slap to the face. And now the walking weapon has him in a submission hold. That cross-face variant, and Edwards is in a whole lot of trouble, but he's so close to the ropes. Eddie Edwards just saved his life right there. The chance of winning that title was so slim. I don't know that he realized how close to the ropes he was, because it could have been a lot easier than it turned out to be. Series of elbows now, finding the midsection. Once again, welcome everyone joining us here live on the Nation Network, joined by the Ancient Clown, as Alexander just drives the challenger into the canvas with that reverse backbreaker into the drop. Goes for the cover, hooks a leg, and not enough. Eddie Edwards is not going to give up without a hell of a fight. Back and forth. Each man going behind and each man escaping the maneuver. And now it is an Irish whip to the ropes. Back out front. He's got Eddie Edwards. German! Oh my goodness! Overhead belly to belly. Almost sent him over the top rope. I thought he was going to go over the top. And now Eddie Edwards rolls through with a calf killer. Holy cow, what a match these two guys are putting on here in our main event. Josh Alexander again has him up. Tombstone, is it going to happen? There it is. Tombstone pile driver goes for the cover. Referee is there for one. He's got two. And just like that, Josh Alexander retains the Impact World Championship. But what a match. Tremendous victory, ladies and gentlemen. We want to thank you for joining us here tonight. Stay with us for a very special After Bell program right here in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. Still champion, Josh Alexander.
We do have those spin-ups, those tornado warnings, any advisories.
Hey, everybody, welcome back.
Overnight, you will be able to receive them. On top of those strong winds, we're anticipating about 15 to 20 inches of rainfall when all this is said and done. Let's go to Osceola and Polk. This includes Poinciana, Kissimmee, all the way down through Yeehaw Junction. You're also at about the 11 o'clock hour for tonight. Scattered tornado threat for you guys because you will be more on that right side of Hurricane Ian. How about for you guys in Orange and Seminole County? You can see from Lake Hart, Wekiva Springs, Goldenrod, all these areas here, you could start seeing the strongest winds at about 1 a.m. on Thursday. A little later, since you guys are further east. 10 to 15 inches of rainfall, also a big possibility. And because you're under hurricane warning, look at your winds. Up to 70 to 90 mile per hour wind gusts certainly could be a possibility. Let's take it to the coast for you guys in Brevard County. Okay, you've already seen almost 5 inches of rainfall. Honestly, I think we might even have to crank up this rainfall rates. As you guys saw, feeder band overnight and early this morning, which packed all that rain, as I showed you in those rain totals. Brief tornadoes still a possibility as we get those wraparound bands from Titusville.
She said wraparound.
This is Merritt Island for you guys. Good evening in Rockledge, Melbourne, West Melbourne. We have our crews lined up in Brevard County as well, so we also will see that possibility of rip currents, beach erosion. Like I said, even though this technically is a West Coast storm, we are still going to be anticipating a lot of moisture, a lot of rain, and a lot of wind with this storm. All right, let's take it now to Volusia County.
Good times, good times. All right, well, yeah, that's what life is like right now in Central Florida. Pretty good pay-per-view. I was kind of happy with the way it all went. For those of you that joined late, I'm just going to tell you, you might want to watch the first couple matches. A little something taking place there. I'm getting an error message on my stream saying that it's not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth streaming, as such viewers may experience buffering. So I don't know if you guys are having any of that problem or not. Everything on my end is showing green lights. But who knows with YouTube? And the message just went away, so maybe it's all fixed now. I don't know. So yeah, I'm going to probably take a 4 or 5 hour nap here so that I can be pretty much awake between 11 p.m. and 6 a.m. Not sure how much streaming I might do. I guess it'll depend on how the storm's acting, if I even have power. All that kind of good stuff. But if the conditions are allowable, then yeah, I'll jump back on and we can shoot the shit and keep an eye on the news together and see what's what. So appreciate you guys being here today. I know it's early in the day and on a work event for a lot of you. Oh, that message actually comes across on the stream? That's interesting. A little choppy in parts. Well, I do pay for that. I do apologize for that. I'm not sure if it's the weather conditions or just my provider being laggy. Liked the way the majority of these matches went tonight. Thought they were pretty good. Had to play a couple of them just for time constraints, and I knew if I didn't that they would drag on a little too long. Thought the world title match might go a little longer, but it was a good one, even though it wasn't as long as I anticipated. I liked the back and forth and the fact that there was some really good reversing out of that. When Eddie Edwards rolled out of that thing, came up with a calf killer, I was like, damn, that's nice. And I was totally okay. I have two different story directions to go. If he would have won the title, it would have been different as opposed to losing it. But, hey, who knows what the future holds, right? Thank you, Jay. Prime Time, Ancient Clown, all you guys for being here. So, yeah, I'm going to go take me a little bit of a nap and check back around 11 or so. I'll be keeping an eye on the news. I might just probably do something simple, probably just a StreamYard thing and just have an open chat like we did last night so I can keep an eye on things going on around the neighborhood and what have you. There's some good little wind kicking up now. Went out there with the dogs earlier, and they were like, what the fuck is this? They're smaller dogs. I might keep them on a leash and turn them into kites. I mean, they got tails. Why not? All righty then. Well, once again, thank you guys so much for being part of this. And for those of you watching on demand later, thank you for checking it out as well. Put your comments down below. Let me know what you thought of the show. And we'll come back to it hopefully tomorrow. Please don't have power go out for like a week or any of that crap. I hate when that shit happens. Oh, it's my man. Is that who I think it is? Hold on. I gotta see.
Feeder band activity. All kinds of rain going on.
Pretty sure this is him.
All kinds of problems. Heavy rain from Orlando all the way to Rockledge.
Haven't watched him in a while.
These red boxes you're seeing here, those were tornado warnings that we had, as they mentioned earlier.
Yeah, that's him. Tom Sorrells. This guy is the best.
For about an hour and a half, and now the heavy rain continues all the way to palm.
When we got the 4 hurricanes in a row, man, this guy was spot on with every step of the way. He called it in advance, and I just swear by him. And the day he retires, I'm going to be upset.
Here's the way, eventually it will roll through a little closer now that it has made landfall.
Category 4.
Advisory wind speeds have dropped. They were up to 155 earlier. Now they're at 145.
Yay!
But the wind gusts, guys, are 190 miles per hour.
Oh,
Can you
my
imagine
fence.
almost 200 mile per hour wind gust, still moving to the northeast at a pretty decent clip of about 9 miles per hour. Now that it's on land, you can see on this high-resolution shot what I'm talking about. Kind of flattening out on the backside. More of a right-hand-sided storm is the way it looks, and the eye is becoming a little jagged, a little wonky looking. That's good. We love for this thing to lose all of its power, all of its energy, and really start to struggle and have trouble.
Yeah, kick it in the dick.
The thing tonight, you'll see the activity here on the path of projected movement. Now that hasn't changed since 11 a.m. So on the current track as of 11 a.m., it should be up here in southern Orange County at 8 a.m.
I got to say, most of the spaghetti string models that they had like a week ago, maybe a little less than a week ago, 5 days ago, really pretty accurate on this thing.
The wind gust and all the trouble that it brings with it for hours to come until 8 p.m. tomorrow night before it cleans out. Tropical models today have jogged a little farther south and east, but not enough to make much of a difference. Now that it's on land, we'll continue to track it for you without much input.
The hell is that one
Here's
off on the
model I really
bottom?
want you to see. The clouds and rain forecast for tonight. Here's tonight by midnight into 5, 6, 7, 8 in the morning. Here's Thursday by 9 a.m. Much of the big slug of rain should be from Orlando up to Flagler County and leaving, and the bottom side of the storm doesn't look nearly as impressive. So by tomorrow evening, things should be rapidly improving here in Central Florida. Standing by now with more is
So we got about 24 hours to deal with.
Tom, just came down that we did have a report of a tornado as of the National Weather Service.
County?
This was in Brevard County. Camp Holly Fish Cam, social media reported tornado about 3:30.
Okay.
So this was around that that warning time. Showed a brief tornado supported by radar imagery crossing over Highway 192 just east of Brevard Osceola County line.
So someone saw it, or they went and saw the damage?
Social media has seen it.
Yeah, went out and looked at it. Cool.
So that's what we have so far. And of course, we're going to continue to have those warnings. Right, the first of many. So
this is the only part of the thing that really freaks you out.
As you can see, Hurricane Ian officially making landfall there at Cayo Costa, Florida.
Because these tornadoes are so unpredictable, and they just arrive, man. They just funnel out of the sky and touch down, and there ain't a whole lot of warning to happen.
You can see here, hurricane-spawned tornadoes. This is certainly going to be one of the big threats, especially overnight, and that's my big concern. A lot of people think, okay, there hasn't really been much. You know, schools are closed.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have to go to work. Everyone has their stuff all ready to go, but then everyone goes to bed. That's where I get concerned, because we are going to see a big part of our viewing area in that northeast side of the storm. So we could have several of those quick spin-up tornadoes that happen during tropical events like this. So what happens is basically a hurricane rolls over land, it hits some friction like buildings and trees, it starts those quick spin-ups, and that's where we get those short-lived and small tornadoes like we just had reported already at this hour in Brevard County. Other impacts already.
They say small tornadoes, but they can lift large cars, so pick your poison when it comes to that.
5 inches of rain almost there as well.
Oh, all right. Well, hey, fun times. You know what I mean? They call it the Sunshine State, but it ain't always it ain't always sunny, and it ain't always shining. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate that. All right, gentlemen, I'm going to go get me some sleep, and I will talk to you guys later in the evening. Until then, so long, good night, and stay safe.